Can I get you in on the big finale there? Yeah, just about. Now, obviously, I'm doing this by brush. It goes pretty quick. You just gotta make sure you dilute your paint enough to move along. And while I'm at it, sorry about the last video. Something was wrong. I don't know, there was no wind or anything, and my voice keep on kicking in and out. Really sorry about that. Hopefully this one will come out good. I guess I can't redo it. I'm gonna bring it down here. Gonna get the shakes. Oh, I got you. Where do I got you? Right there. Yeah. right, guys. I'm gonna walk on over here. I'll just go down the side here. This side here is a first coat. Came out a lot better than the other side. I had the paint way too thick. So I haven't worked with this paint before, and of course when it comes out of the jar, it's very thick. So I wasn't sure how much to reduce it. So I reduced it a lot more today than I did the other day. And the paint's actually coming out smoother. Not as, you don't see that thick brush lines in it. So that being said, and there's also less tone. I don't know. I assume the paint would blend in as it dries, but it doesn't. It leaves tones in if you go back and touch it up and stuff. So it's really weird. The other side you just seen me do, that was the last coat for that. The back is done on here too. This side here needs a second coat. I'm going to wait a little bit before I hit it again. And I will, I'd like to point something out here. Ooh, sorry, I got holes all over the ground. Here we go. You can see the belt line here, the feature line I call it. That is going to be, like I said in my last video, that is going to be green. Seafoam green. I just like that green. And I was going to do the bottom of the boat with it, but we can't get it here. But I'm not going to recap. But that's on my last video. But take a look at the side. I don't know if you can see the sheen already coming off of it. So it paid off to thin it out. Now it's hot today again, thank God. Like standing here, just looking down the side where I painted it, I can see the vapors kind of coming off the boat. You know, when you see a hot asphalt, you got that mirage. Yeah, it won't take long to get this touch dry. Now this side here should be, if I'm right, is the port side, is the left side. It's done. I'm not touching it again. And it looks a lot better than it did just before I went over it. And all those different tones I said, yeah, and the paint was thick. So it was, I didn't like it. I'll admit it, I didn't like it. So this looks a lot better, even though you're gonna have shading, I think, in between blocks, and I can only go so far at a time. And every time the paint overlapped it, even though I tipped it all as I went, it's still gonna show, I think, those lines every time I went across it. Butt it up. But it's a lot better than it looked an hour ago. That last paint job was rough, way too thick. And if you thin it out, I notice you get a better shine out of it. Yeah, seriously, a better shine. So I'm getting more shine and less brush stroke. So I've done the whole boat with a brush. You saw what I did on this side. I did the whole boat that way. I did the bottom that way. And that beautiful little line here is going to be all seafoam green. And I did a little fancy curve at the front. You saw that when I was painted. It kind of comes down and out. And that's gonna be it for this season. I'll obviously get the feature line as I paint it. I'll be taping off both sides to get a nice clean line. And I think I'll take you along for the paint job. Now, as everybody knows, paintbrush doesn't give you the high-end paint finish. I'm going to put you down here. Okay, so using a paintbrush doesn't give you a high-end finish. I could have used a airless spray gun, which I had years ago. I don't have one now, so I'm doing it by brush. You can use airless. Airless, you waste less paint. The money you pay for this paint, you don't want to waste it, so use airless. Basically, it's an electric paint gun, and it shoots paint, and more of it gets on your job instead of going into the atmosphere. What else? Yeah. Okay, so one more coat on the bottom. I haven't done that this weekend yet. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. I am exhausted. As if you've been following my videos, I have my rotators are gone. When I get irritated and beautiful, I'm doing a brush. I'm going to get it tonight. All that muscle in the back up to your neck gets really sore, and sitting down helps. That's why I do a lot of sitting down. You may have saw when I was fiberglassing the strikers on, I was sitting on my butt. It's because when you get your knees replaced, you cannot kneel down, okay? Because if you do, it'll cause you more problems. So I have to basically stand up or sit on my butt on a chair or something, or even on the ground. Even if it's a 2-second, 2-minute job, 5-minute job, that's my predicament. And I'm not complaining. I'm just sort of sharing this with you. Now, before I let you go, I went in and for the fun of it and checked my subscribers. I said I had 141, which is true. I now got 143 as of yesterday sometime. I'd like to welcome my new subscribers. Thank you very much, guys or gals, for joining me on this little venture. Remember, I'm not trying to tell you how to build a boat by far. I'm showing you how I'm building it and the lessons I'm learning and the tiny bit of money I've wasted trying to save a buck. And that's in my other videos if you really want to hear me talk about it. What else? I'm just going to show you a spot here. Like I did this side exactly the same way I just did the other side. I came back and I saw a little splotch there. So I went in to touch it up. Now I'm going to show you what happens. Okay, here we go. I want to make sure I get this in there. Can you see that? Right here? Whoa, where am I going? Right there. See that dark spot? That's what happens when you go back in after you've hit the tacky point. And this stuff tacks up in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So I'm skidding along the way I'm doing it. And then I go so far down and then I go back up and I tip it right away. Because if I don't, I'd have those dark streaks everywhere. I learned that on the other side, and I learned that on the transom. Just a few tips. Making your paint thin enough. Like I could have went thinner now that I've done it, especially after you got your first coat down. You put your first coat down, your second coat's going to cover it, so you can go even thinner, and you get a nicer finish. In my case, I'm using a brush. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's working out pretty good. I mean, considering it's a backyard build, right? I am not complaining. Matter of fact, at this point, I'm very happy with my results. I wanted it, in my mind, I wanted it painted before the season was over, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So I'm good. Now, once this is painted, don't think this is over, guys. I just want to make sure, very clear right now, this is not over yet. I'm definitely going for the flip next spring, as soon as the snow clears. I mentioned that in the last video. I'm mentioning it again. I will be going for the flip next spring. Now, once it's flipped over, I got a lot of work to do on the inside. I hope you're all going to join me and check out what it is I'm going to do. And I'm not going to talk about that at all until next season. I'll be honest with you, I really don't know what I got ideas, okay? I got ideas. You know me and ideas. But it'll be a one shot. I'm going to have all winter to... I don't know, draft something up on my drafting table downstairs that may be economical and hopefully cost efficient. That's a scary word, right? I know. What am I doing here? I got to admit, the rub rails are not going to be gray. That's going to be a surprise color. I'm saving that. Bing, look what I've done. But I noticed I got 3 coats on and the paint actually looks a lot nicer. The more coats you put on, the cleaner it gets. So I'm really happy with this, guys. Anyway, thanks for joining in. I got 143 subscribers. To the new subscribers, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. To all my other subscribers and my old subscribers, meaning those that have been here since I started, thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate it. I do these videos for you guys. I know there's not much out there in home-built boats. I mean, there's a lot, but not flat-bottom dories. There's not a lot of them. There's guys building them, but as far as video is concerned, there's not a lot. So I thought I'd get this one on video and give something for somebody to ponder over. Anyway, have a lovely weekend. If you're not working like I am, enjoy it. If you're working, enjoy it anyway. Any day without the winter is a good day. So take care. This is Dan with Dan's 30-foot dory build, signing out one more time. Man, the time seems to be just flying by. I'm gonna sneak a peek in there. Can you see that? Oh yeah, look. Oh, look at that. Oh man, look at. Oh, look at that. I'm getting silly now, right? Later.